What is happening in Manipur? From independence till now, if we talk about internal security failures, then in 1983, there was the Nellie Massacre. In 1984 there was the Anti-Sikh RiotsManipur Violence is going to join 2002's the Godhra Riots. It has increased so much if we talk about the internal security index, where 9 means that there can be a civil war like Sri Lanka. Then Manipur violence is at a strong alarming 7. 50,000 people have left their homes. 140 people have been killed. Don't know how many are injured and don't know how many are in relief camps. Who is responsible for this bloodshed and destruction? State government or central government or bordering nations or media people or we and you, who have no clue. But it's not too late. Hello everyone, I am Jai Ram, and today in this video we will know about Manipur's history. The what, when, and why about Manipur violence. What is necessary to prevent civil war? And what can the rest of the states learn from Manipur? Let's start this video. If we look at some of the major protests in India, they have been about land or reservation. And both these things are included in the Manipur issue. Let me explain to you with an example that how the Manipur issue is so twisted. So, let's say there is a law in Maharashtra that whoever wants can live in Mumbai and whoever wants can buy or sell land. But in the rest of Maharashtra only Marathis can live, only Marathis can buy or sell land. So, imagine how difficult the administration there would be. Now, with this example, let's study the case of Manipur. This is the most important part of this video. How is Manipur divided? So, understand it carefully. So, this is Manipur, which is divided into 2 areas. Hill area and valley area. Manipur's capital is Imphal, which comes in the valley area. Mainly, people from 2 communities live in Manipur. One is the Meitei community and the other is the Kuki and Naga community. Let's know a little about them as well, because that is how we will understand the current crisis. So, the majority here is the Meitei community. Almost 53% of the population is of them, who mainly live in the valley area, meaning, they live in the Imphal area. Which is only 10% of Manipur's area. They are majorly Hindus and they have been given the status of OBCs or scheduled caste. Because they live in the valley area, they are considered advanced from other communities. Because all the facilities like hospital, education, infrastructure, all of this are easily available. Second is the Kuki and Naga communities, who is in the minority with 40% population. They live in the hill area, which is 90% of Manipur's area. They majorly are Christians and in the scheduled tribe list. Because of this scheduled tribe status, they have given a lot of privileges. Like in the entire Manipur, the privilege of buying and selling land, reservation in government jobs and educational institutions. And because Meiteis are not the part of the scheduled tribe list, they have no right to buy land in this hill area. Now let's come to 2023. Reasons for Manipur violence 2023. What happened that the situation got so bad? There are 3 important triggers for this. First, the order issued by the Manipur High Court. Second, the Manipur government's eviction to remove illegal occupants. Third, the drug trade angle. Let's understand the impact of these 3 triggers on the Manipur violence. First is the High Court's order. Actually, since 2013, Meiteis were requesting a lot the central and state governments that they should be given the scheduled tribe status. But no action was taken. Then this year Manipur High Court told the state government that Meiteis should also be considered to give the scheduled tribe status. The only consideration was discussed. Against this order of the High Court, Naga, Kuki, and other tribes, on 3rd May, in Churchampur, a tribal solidarity march was launched, in which clashes took place between both the communities. Who attacked first? That cannot be commented on now. This was the second trigger. Because the first trigger was the Manipur government's eviction drive. For a long time, the government in the hills, reserve forests and protected forests was issuing eviction warnings to remove illegal occupations. And finally, the illegal occupants were removed. The state government was after removing the illegal occupations because this area was a part of the drug trade. If you haven't heard about the Golden Triangle, then let me tell you, in Southeast Asia, Myanmar, Thailand and Laos have a huge drug trade of opium and brown sugar. And in Manipur, there are some towns which are exchange hubs of this drug trade and cultivation. That means, the Golden Triangle was making the northeast of India a part of its drug trade. Manipur was becoming a producer of drugs from the receiver. Churachandpur district is the worst drug-affected area of Manipur. Now, in this issue, we need to understand an important Myanmar angle. Manipur, with Nagaland, Assam, and Mizoram, shares a long border with Myanmar. Because of sharing border with Pakistan is much sensitive and alert, we need to be at Kashmir. In the same way, because of sharing the border of Myanmar, Manipur's borders are sensitive. Why am I saying this? Because Myanmar is considered as Asia's next failed state. Meaning, a place where there is no political stability, government has no control over its citizens, there are no law enforcement agencies. Plus, China's influence in Myanmar has also seen increasing. In such a case, if infiltrators come, arms supply, drug trade increases, then special attention should be paid to it and strict laws should be there. At this point, I want to tell you an interesting thing about Manipur's history. How did Manipur become a part of India? So, in 1947, when we got our independence, then there was a task to join many princely states. Princely states mean those places where Britishers did not directly control, but they did it through Indian rulers. Manipur was also a princely state which was merged with India on 21st of September 1949. Did you know Manipur was existing like a union territory? In 1972, it got the status of full state. If we see the history of Manipur, then there are many instances of violence. In 1972, even after the full state was formed, when the riots did not end. Then from 1980 to 2004, Disturbed Area Act was put in place to protect it. Along with this, the Armed Forces Special Powers Act was also imposed. Because of which the people there were not very happy. Anyway, as the situation got better, the areas where the situation got better, they were removed from the Disturbed Area Act. In 2022 itself, the central government's special provisions that was applied in Manipur, they were removed. If you see these instances of violence, they are not only of Manipur, but of many northeast states. Why is that? The reason is the Britishers. Actually, the Britishers had always shown the northeastern states that even after independence they will remain as excluded areas. They will exist as autonomous states. They will not become a part of India's bigger picture. But after independence, when the merger happened, there were many radical groups who were not happy with this decision. Even the bordering nations took advantage of it. I am sure that whenever there would be internal conflicts in India, at that same time the Britishers would hiccups. Let's understand a very important point that what is the demand of both communities? What do Meiteis and Kuki Nagas demand? Why are these clashes happening? First of all, understand that Indian states basically maintain 3 lists for backward communities, so that they can be given education and job reservations. Meitei community has status of OBC and SC. But they need the status of a scheduled tribe, so that they can protect their culture, language and identity. Here, the main issue is of land. Meitei say that it is unfair. That Kuki and Nagas can buy land anywhere in the valley. But Meiteis are not allowed to do this in the hills. They have only got 10% area, and that is also shrinking because other communities can take land there. By getting SD status, they will get the right to buy and sell land in the hills. Whereas, Naga and Kuki tribes say that Meitei community is already in a stronger position and they don't need reservation. You must have seen in recent times that if there were any conflicts or clashes in India, rights taken away from Manipur, then 3 very important rights of a common man are immediately surrendered. The same in Manipur, also 3 very important rights of people are surrendered. First of all, curfew was introduced under 144, because of which people's right to move freely is surrendered. Second, Schools and colleges were closed due to violent incidents, because of which right to education is suffering. And third, right to internet is suspended. From 3rd May, in all the districts of Manipur internet services are shut down. Due to this, many basic things like business transactions, banking transaction, online education are not being accessed. If you look at it in a way, then it is necessary to do all these things so that the violence does not escalate. But because of all these things, the common man is also suffering. So, for 3 months this crisis that has been going on, what is the solution of it? How can the Manipur crisis be solved? So, combining a lot of opinions, 3 good solutions are coming up. And there is also a Brahmasar, great weapon. First, let's discuss this, then come to this. So, the first question is that should the order of Manipur High Court be a trigger point? No Supreme Court has said that just from a judicial order scheduled tribes list is not affected at all. So, there should be no effect, it should not be a trigger. But this clarification should have been communicated to the citizens a long time ago. Because we know that in India misinformation travels faster than information. Second, poppy cultivation is a big problem. So, if we want to eradicate it, then we should take a new initiative. And a new cash crop should be introduced for those hill farmers. Third, all the northeastern states should come together and form a body, a separate council, and discuss all the issues. Whether it is ethnic clashes, whether it is state issues, whether it is border disputes, all the things should be discussed. So that we know in problematic times that how peace can be restored and how to cut down violence. Now let's come to the Brahmasar question. Can president's rule be imposed in Manipur? So for the Manipur crisis that has been going on for so long, president's rule in Manipur, president's rule can be the last option. It is imposed when the state government cannot follow the constitutional machinery and the central government has